Well, hello. Welcome to Thursday Thoughts with Craig. Usually it's Thursday Thoughts with Terry, but he's on vacation for a couple of weeks. So today you're hearing from me. So it is Thursday, and welcome to Thursday Thoughts. I am standing in the sanctuary here. Right behind me, you can see there's a video camera. There's some seats kind of spread out. And I just wanted to kind of show you this to let you know that we're doing our Sunday services kind of as a hybrid. We are doing a live stream, which is what the camera is for. So you're probably used to tuning in on Facebook Live or from our website. So that will be happening every Sunday moving forward. We will continue to provide a live stream. But we do have roughly 60 seats or so available here in the sanctuary if you want to join us in person. And if you do want to join us in person, we do ask that you let us know in advance. So there's directions in Everything Okay that'll be going out today. There was a special edition of Everything Okay that went out on Tuesday with a little video kind of describing that. So you can go to our website, www.okalliance, to register. You'll find the registration page there, and we just need to know in advance if you're planning to join us. So we do encourage you to consider that as an option. This Sunday, we'll be starting a new series for this summer called Campfire Stories. And kind of the idea around that is often in the summer we find ourselves around a fire pit in our backyard, or maybe around the fire pit at the campground. And often around fire pits we tell stories, maybe we share memories of our past, maybe we just tell great stories around the fire pit. And so this summer on Sundays, what we want to do is tell great stories from God's Word around this idea of the fire pit. So Campfire Stories. And each week you'll be hearing a different story from the Old Testament, and different preachers will be preaching from these different passages as well. This Sunday, I'll be starting our series right at the very beginning in Genesis chapter 1, and we'll be talking about in the beginning. And verse 1 starts out, "In the beginning God created the heavens and the earth." And the account goes on from there. So we're going to look at that creation account and sort of ask a few questions about who is God. When we talk about Creator God, what do we learn from this passage about Him and His nature? And how does He want to relate to us? And specifically throughout that passage, God spoke. It says, God said, let there be light, and there was light. God said, God said, God said. It's throughout the entire passage. And so I want to encourage you, not just this Sunday, but throughout this summer, to be listening. What is Jesus wanting to speak to you about? And as we come to His Word on Sundays, to be asking that question, God, what are you speaking to me about? As you spend time throughout the week, God, what are you speaking to me about? As you spend time maybe out in creation, if the weather warms up a little bit, it's still not super hot yet, but it is nice enough to be out hiking. Maybe you're in the mountains. As you spend time in creation, maybe spending time with God, God, what are you speaking to me about? I want to encourage you to think about what it might look like to listen well, to open up your ears, to listen for God's voice. God is always speaking to us. And I think the question is, are we listening? So this Sunday, as we come to Genesis 1 and we look at the creation account and we see that God is speaking throughout it, I want to encourage you that God is speaking to you today. He's speaking to me. He's speaking to us. Let's open our ears to hear what He has to say. And as we anticipate Sunday morning, let's open our ears together and invite God to speak and to help us to be a people who will listen. So hopefully you'll join us this Sunday and throughout the summer for all these different campfire stories that we'll be talking about. And as I said, we have different people preaching from week to week. So we hope you'll join us. And if you want to come in person, please register www.okalliance.ca and follow the link for in-person worship, and you'll find the registration form. All right, so have a good weekend, and we'll hopefully see you Sunday morning.